Yo, what's up people? On the way back from Akihabara to Asakusa, and I decided to make a video about something that I thought about today on the walk here, which is that you don't have a weight loss problem, you have an attitude problem. Okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about in this video. If you want to see that, stick around. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's that 900 to 1,000 is not going very quickly for some reason. Probably because I posted a bunch of videos with like fucked up sound. I don't even have a selfie stick, I don't have a microphone, I'm like falling apart. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that is what we're gonna talk about right now, okay? Did I say digital marketing channel? Yeah, I have a digital marketing channel, check it out, links in the description, blah, blah, blah. Follow me on Instagram also, I'm doing a lot of stories. All right, let's see here. Okay, so basically, what do I mean you don't have a weight loss problem, you have an attitude problem? I was thinking about this because I listened to a book called Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. And basically he says in the book, he's talking about people who don't have any money, who are like broke. And in the book he says, you don't have an you don't have a money problem, you have a creativity problem, right? So I was thinking about that and I was like, you know what, that concept can be applied to like a lot of different areas, right? So I was thinking like, how can that be applied to weight loss, you know? And it was pretty simple. It was like, you don't have a weight loss problem or a fitness problem, you have an attitude problem. Because that's essentially what he's saying as well. You know, you don't have a money problem, you have a creativity problem. Like your attitude towards making money is fucked up because you're not creative enough to think of ways to actually make, you know, the amount of money that you want. Or, you know, you just actually like complaining more, which is totally possible as well. So when it comes to weight loss, am I gonna make this light? No, I'm not. When it comes to weight loss, let's get in here. When it comes to weight loss, this is the attitude that you need to have. Ooh, this lighting's good. The attitude that you need to have when it comes to weight loss is that it's not like this thing that you're going to do like one time and then you've lost the weight and that's it, right? The attitude that you need to have is that this is just who you are, right? You are the type of person who is fit. You are the type of person who reads like nutritional labels. You are the type of person who just like can see your abs. Like, why can't you see your abs? Like, what are you eating? You know, why are you not eating healthy food? Like, seriously, why is this such a like rare thing in society for people to be like fit with like muscles? Why is that like, I really don't get it. Like, why do people have such a bad attitude about health and fitness? Like, why? Like, why don't you just do it? It's easy. You can do it for $10 a month at Planet Fitness. It doesn't cost that much. Like, it will actually cost you less money to be fit because you should be fasting, you know? So like, you know, on days where I fast, like I have more money in my pocket because I don't have to spend money on food, you know? And like, I guess all things being equal, buying meat would be expensive compared to like, you know, buying like processed foods or whatever, prepackaged meals at McDonald's or 7-Eleven here, as it were. But yeah, like honestly, if you're not fit, it's not your thyroid, it's not your genetics, it's not your family, it's not your mommy, it's not your daddy, it's not your, you know, husband, wife, whatever. Like, you can blame whoever you want or whatever you want, but it really just comes down to your attitude. Like, your attitude sucks, and that's why okay, fine, it doesn't suck. It's not like it's bad, right? I don't want to like pass judgment and say something is good or bad. Your attitude is such that it is giving you a certain result that you claim to not want, right? But like, if you're letting your family or whoever, pressure you into eating certain types of foods or like buying certain types of groceries or like, I don't even know, like it's so like almost alien to me to even try and understand how people are not fit. Like, how do you even become not fit? Like, I eat, you know, I go like 2 days at this point without eating raw meat and I start to like feel bad. like I feel guilty that I'm doing it, right? And like, you know, it's cold here in Tokyo, so I haven't really had too many opportunities to like, and this sounds bad, superficial, whatever, but like I haven't had too many opportunities to like look at myself in the mirror without my shirt on, especially now because I've been sleeping in an internet cafe for like the past 2 days. So like, you know, Japanese culture is very reserved, right? I can't like strut around without my shirt on like I was doing in Thailand, and people wouldn't give a shit. Here it's like, you know, I have tattoos, like people don't want to see that. It's like tattoos here are like organized crime. Sorry if there's wind. So yeah, but even still, like, you know, I'll go to the park, I'll do some push-ups, I'll do some pull-ups, like I'll still feel through my shirt to make sure like the muscles are still there. I still fast maybe once a week. I don't know what it is, man, but like, why is this such a like multi-billion-dollar industry to get people to be fit? Like, I really don't understand it. Like, and you know, what's kind of funny is that you can say that about anything, right? Like for me, like we call this nativity, you know, like when a piece of new technology comes out, people who weren't born with that technology need to learn it, right? Like cell phones, computers, that kind of thing. But kids who were born like a few years ago, who are growing up with iPhones and smartphones, it's native to them, right? So at this point, like fitness is kind of native to me, right? It's like I just exist with it. It's just like I don't know, it's like integrated into my life, right? Like English, for example. But other people have other areas where things are just integrated into their life. Like maybe you have a really good social life. Maybe you have like a lot of friends, like a big social circle, and like that's just easy for you. Like I know this one lady, she's from New York. She's my godmother, actually. She's very nice. I don't think she watches my videos, but she's really sweet, and she's like one of these people. She's Jewish from like Brooklyn, I think, or Long Island. So like if you guys don't know anybody who's like that from those areas, they're very like, I don't know, not to like stereotype, but like very pushy. But she's also very pushy. Like we'll go into a restaurant and she'll like be like almost rude to the staff and like demand like the best stuff possible. Like, no, we want that table. And just like, she's almost rude, but by the time she leaves the restaurant, everybody loves her, and like she'll go back into that place and everybody will recognize her right away and give her the best stuff without her even having to ask, right? So somebody like that, like she's got like her phone is blowing up all the time with people who want to take her to lunch, take her to dinner, talk to her on the phone. You know, I'm very lucky that like I have like this relationship with her, because I'm not like that at all. Like my social life, like I suck at keeping in touch with people, despite being a total like social media whore. But that's her nativity, right? That's what she's got that she doesn't have to try for. Is she in good shape? No offense if she's watching, but she's not fit at all, like not even close, like no. And then you have other people who are like just like really like they've got like the Midas touch, you know, they're just like really good at like making money, and like every venture that they start, okay, fine, not every single one, right? Because you're gonna have losers all the time, like bets that are losers, not people that are losers, although you'll have those too. But like they'll start like a new venture or a new income stream, and it'll just like maybe not crush right away, but they've just got the sense on how to make it work. Like I'm thinking of another friend of mine who's like probably one of my oldest friends at this point, that I still like keep in touch with and like have some sort of like friendship where we talk regularly. Very cool guy, and he's just like super savvy when it comes to business. Like the guy's got like, I don't even know how many businesses he has now, but like he's like talking about like hiring employees and paying them like 70 grand a year, you know, and he's just like crushing hard. And he'll start like a new venture or like a new little side thing and just crush it, you know? Oh my God, a person. And I feel like that's his level of nativity, you know, and that's just people that I know. I'm sure there's people who are on like higher levels than that, who have higher levels of proficiency also. So yeah, it just comes down to your attitude, you know, but I think one thing that all of those people have in common is that they all want to be native, you know? Like I want to be fit. My godmother wants to like have this social life, and my friend wants to have money, you know? And that's why I call it an attitude problem, because without that desire that will, you know, to be cliched for a minute, like light the fire under you to get to strive to structure your life in a way where you get those things, you're not going to do anything. You know, desire is the gas that you put in the tank. And whatever that desire comes from, normally it comes from avoiding something negative, right? Like I want, and I can only speak for myself, I don't know what my friends' motivations are, but I have the desire to like be fit because I just like want to avoid the negative consequences of not being healthy and being like fat. Like I'm even like looking at myself in the video and like my face is getting a little fat, like, although maybe it's the beard, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, bottom line, your attitude sucks if you're overweight. And this is just like, you know, if you're like really overweight, like super overweight, I mean, you're probably just like used to it at this point. Like it's probably just like, it's just that's your level of nativity, right? You're just like, you're a native fat person, I guess, if that makes sense. That's just your status quo, you know? That's how you've structured your life to like, honestly, man, I don't know how people do it. Like, how can you get to be so fat? Not in like a derogatory way. Like I'm honestly like asking, like, how is that possible? Like, do you just eat like 6 massive meals a day of like pizza and candy bars and like big gulps of like Coke and stuff like that? Like I couldn't do it. Like I can barely eat like 300-400 grams of like raw meat with like maybe a little bit of a snack afterwards. I can't eat any more than that. I don't know. All right, I don't know where the fuck I am. Okay, so anyway, that's my video on that, about how you have an attitude problem, possibly. I mean, not possibly, definitely. Like, it all comes down to attitude. You know, like I'm about to publish this article on ClickFunnels, which is a piece of software that I work with a lot and that I've been trying to like make money with for like 3 months. I've made a little bit of money, but nothing close to like what I should have made. It's too loud over there. Based on the amount of time that I've been spending on it, you know? And like, I wrote this article about it, very negative article, like essentially me just like complaining, and not just complaining, but being very hard on myself also. Like I can see that, but I think deservedly so, because even I can like see that my problem is an attitude problem. Okay, it's not that like I don't have the technical proficiency to use the software. I do. I'm like on the computer a lot, and I like know pretty much, not everything, but like I know 85-90% of what I need to know to get the software to do what I want it to do. But there's some disconnect where I'm not making any money from it, and I believe it's an attitude problem, and specifically that I'm not ready to, this is gonna sound weird, but that I'm not ready to let success land on me, and like essentially be confident enough in the products that I'm selling, which are my products, and myself as like somebody who has the knowledge about digital marketing in this example, to kind of stand up and like really promote myself like full on. Like maybe it seems like I do in these videos, I talk about myself, I'm putting out, oh my God, there's a fucking cat right there. I talk about myself a lot, I put out a lot of content, like it seems like I'm like totally like whoring myself out and like really going for it. And I am, I guess, compared to most people, but I can still feel that like I'm holding back in a few ways. And I really believe that what's holding me back is the key to my success. And it'll happen eventually, but like it's just a process of me getting more and more comfortable with not holding back, which is why I'm doing things like this, like filming videos on the street and making 6 videos a day that I post on YouTube. So anyway, bottom line, if you have whatever problem you have in your life, it's not physical, like it's your attitude. And whether you believe that or not, you're right. You know, like if you don't believe that, if you blame some like external circumstance on your life, this is like a person or like the economy or like your mommy, your daddy, your husband, whatever, your friends, your environment, like you're never going to change. You know, you have to believe that it's something you have control over, like your attitude. Otherwise you have no chance of changing, you know? And like, I know people who will believe that, but then they'll say things like, oh yeah, like I'm a loser, it's my attitude, like my attitude sucks, I'm a fuck up, this and that. That's not helping anybody either. You know, that's not like, that's not taking responsibility. And I used to do this too. You know, I had a video on my channel. It was called, I think, The Adventures of a Fat Digital Nomad in Thailand or something. And I took it down because I was so negative in the video. Like, I don't know, I think I gained like a little weight and like, I got like a pimple or something. So I was like, oh yeah. And I was very like harsh on myself in the video. And thank God some of the people who commented on the video were like, oh man, this was hard to watch. Like, why are you talking like such a fucking loser? Like, I don't want to watch this shit. Like, I started watching your channel to learn about the snake diet. I don't want to hear you complain about how your life sucks and you just hate yourself. So don't do that. You know, like a little bit of self-deprecating humor is fine to balance bragging about yourself if you do that, which you should. But like too much where you're actually serious about it and you're trying to like excuse some character flaw that you have, whether it's like eating too much or being broke or not having any motivation to do anything, that's not good. Like, don't do that. You know, why? What are you getting out of that other than like a temporary excuse to continue lying in bed and not doing anything to fix your life? You know, don't do it. And whether that's with like depression or losing weight or making money, whatever it is, could be applicable to that, anything. Okay, 17 minutes, video's over, I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links in my description, all my social media, follow me over there. Peace.